Welcome to the question of the month. This month's question is, do you really have to know the driver behind your donor's passion and interests? And Richard, this month you get to answer this question.
This whole topic of passions and interests is really a fascinating one because it is what makes giving happen. I mean,
Right.
as you and I know. Okay, so here's the thing about passions and interests.
Okay.
There's passions and interests, and then there's the driver behind passions and interests. Now, the reason we are so just obsessed with passions and interests is because the passions and interests plus the driver behind the passions and interests is what makes giving actually happen.
Yeah.
So we're basically saying to folks, look, you need to identify the passions and interests. So like for instance, there's a donor that's interested in helping abandoned kids.
Yeah.
That's the passion and interest. What's the driver behind it? The driver is, well, I myself, says the donor, was abandoned. That's the driver. The father that's interested in veterans programs. So why is he interested in it? Well, he's interested in it because he's got a son that has PTSD.
Right.
And it's just it drives what he's thinking
Right.
about. So this is why we focus on drivers as well as passions and interests. It's very important.
So we focus on it because it allows us to know more about the donor, and then when we bring an offer into it, make it more meaningful for the donor, right?
It makes it way more meaningful. I mean, if you think about it, it's like it's something really close to your heart.
So you could say to that donor, hey, I know that your son has PTSD and what you've had to go through in all these years. And that's why I think you would be really interested in this, right?
Exactly. So that's just how it works.
Yeah.
Or if someone's interested in supporting scholarships and you discover, well, they were the first one of the family, of generations,
Yeah.
to go to college. It means a lot to them.
Yep.
And so when you actually talk to the donor and arrange the narrative as well as the offer to fit that donor, that's where something really magical and mystical happens.
Well, thank you for joining us on the question of the month. Hey, do you want to find out more about passion and interests? We've got a great course for you called Discovering Your Passions and Interests. Just go to veritasgroup.com/trainings and you'll see it there. Thank you again for joining us this month, and we'll see you next month.